Okay, sweet deal. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you again for doing this. Tyler, Tyler
Yes.
recommended you. I knew you were on two teams. I didn't know some of your backstory. Really cool. I'm excited to do this. Do you know, like, have you seen the piece, the United East things that we've done?
I've seen a couple of them, but I haven't really gone too in-depth
That's all
research.
good. We haven't done one on any Berks players yet, so like there's no need for you to go and deep dive on St. Mary's or the Morrisville people.
hmm
Um, so basically, I'm just trying to find student athletes who have some cool things going on with their life outside of their sports. I reached out to all of the SIDs, and Tyler brought forth you and said, "Hey, we have this softball slash cross country runner who raises sheep, or her family raises sheep, or something like that." And I was like, "Give me that! Like that's interesting." Um,
hmm
so why don't you just start? Like, tell me what's up with that. What's the good word with?
Yeah. So I think it was about maybe eight-ish years ago. Um, we just kind of got sheep. We just I was homeschooled. Me and my brothers have all been homeschooled up until high school, so we were never really involved in too many activities besides like sports.
Yeah,
So we actually joined 4-H, the Berks County 4-H Sheep Club, and
cool.
then through there we basically raised and showed sheep like at fairs like the Kutztown Fair, the Reading Fair, and then we would sell them at the end of the year, so for like market sheep. And then so I was in the 4-H club for I think 7 years, and then I aged out, and now we actually all aged out now, so we just have the sheep and we're continuing to raise them and sell them.
Okay, so I have like 16 questions now.
So.
First one, you how many brothers sisters do you have?
So I have three brothers. Two of them are older than one's younger than me.
Okay, so you're the lone girl in the family?
Yeah.
Nice. I grew up with three brothers, although I am a male, so
Mhm.
I know the feeling, and I am also the
Mhm.
third child, so big time.
Okay, okay.
Respect. I feel what you're feeling. Um,
hmm
so what goes into, I guess, like you just got them like kind of just spur of the moment type thing?
Yeah, I think I'm not exactly. I was much younger, so I didn't really
Yeah.
know what was going on, and we got sheep this one day. We got two sheep just to start out, and
Yep.
then we joined 4-H, and then we all got me and my three brothers. We each got a sheep, and then we kind of learned the process through that, learning how to take care of them and how to like walk them so you can show them in a ring and it's like to a judge. It was really an interesting process. Yeah, it just kind of started out of nowhere though, and then here we are now, like 7 years later.
So how many does your family own at a time, like at any given?
So it last up until November we had 14 sheep, but we sold 10, so we're down to four now. But then it's lambing season now, so we're back. Almost doubled it now, so we have three new lambs. So we actually have seven sheep right now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna like keep rolling with these questions because
Yeah,
so do you like breed? I don't know if that's like the right word. Do you breed them or
yeah, yeah. So we do. We have one ram and then three female sheep. So we put them together and then get the lambs out. That's basically all what happens. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of it.
okay. And like do you shear them? Is it
Yes, yeah. So my one of my brothers is more of the we each kind of have our own roles. So
okay.
my brother usually does more of the shearing stuff, and then I help with like trimming the hooves and usually like, washing them and stuff like that. But in the springtime when it gets a little warmer, we do shear them. So
Okay. That all right. So you guys all have your little roles. That's cool.
mhm.
What the heck goes on at a competition? Like what are they looking for? What are you doing? What like
Yeah, so there's two. So for 4-H, there's like a breeding side and then a marketing side. So I was always involved in like the showing sheep, like the meat breed sheep.
Okay.
But like one of my brothers had the wool breed sheep. So there's it's really interesting actually. So for the marketing sheep, you have to it's called slick shearing them. So you basically shear them down to their skin sort of, and
Yeah.
then you just try to present them so they look meaty and you want to buy
Okay.
them for
Okay.
their meat. But for the wool breeds, you shear them with actually hand shears. So you're using a like big scissors and um kind of carving them out to look like a square. It's called blocking and grooming. And you just try to make you kind of make them look puffy and like a square. And you just
Okay.
try to show off like their wool qualities.
I know what I'm Googling after this. Like,
Yeah,
what are the blocky sheep? Well, I'm excited to
yeah.
see that. Um, okay. This is really, honestly, like, this is very unique. I want you to know that, like, I don't know if any of all your friends have sheep too, but I'm never,
No, yeah. I always like to tell people about them because not a lot of people that I know have sheep. So
no, no, I have a dog, but not a sheep. Is there a sheepdog?
We don't have one. We do have chickens, but we don't have any dogs. The sheep are very scared. They're very scared of dogs and like little animals. Like if we have foxes running around sometimes and they get terrified of them. So
Okay. Next question. Do you get sad when you have to like give them away, or do you like name them? Do you like what's the deal with that?
So originally, when I first started out in 4-H and like we had to sell them at the end of the year, I was crying my eyes out. Like I really did, I didn't. I get very attached, so
Of
I was very
course.
sad about it. But now that we've gone through like a lot of years having so many sheep like accumulate, I don't. It's not as bad now, but we
Yeah,
do have some like some of the older ones that we have now. I get, we've had them for a while, so it'd be sad to get rid of them.
for sure.
We do name some of them though. The ram is named Rambly. Like
Very
we have a sheep named Toad. That was
okay.
my brother's sheep. So
That makes a lot of
yeah, they
sense.
yeah, just
That's
random things.
I like that. I like Rambly.
Yeah,
That's quality namesmanship.
creativity.
Yeah. Um, I guess, and the final question about this for now, are you considered shepherds? Is that like what's the qualification for that?
I don't really know. Like I've never considered us like really. I feel like because we kind of just got the sheep the one day and then we've had them for so long though, like maybe we are. I never like this is the first time like so after like aging out of 4-H, like this is the first time that we've actually been able to sell the sheep on our own. Like beforehand, we would sell them through the program,
Yep.
but now I feel like now that 4-H is over and we're kind of getting a sense of how the like sheep industry works. Now we're starting to kind of get a hang of it. Maybe now it can be considered shepherds. I don't really know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you're the whole process is under your wing.
Yeah.
Nice. Um, okay, that was a great background on that. Because honestly, I got one sentence from Tyler and I was like, what do you mean like sheep? And he's just like, I don't really know, but her family
Mhm.
does it. And I was like, cool, cool. All right, I'm all in. You are a sophomore, correct?
Yes.
Sophomore, and you are from the Reading area, or where are you from?
So I'm from a little town. It's called District Township. I went to high school at Brandywine Heights, so I'm kind of in that area. I do commute though, so I'm like 40 minutes away from Berks. So I'm
Gotcha.
not really in the Reading area.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. District Township. That's like the most boring name for a town.
Yeah, I know.
You really didn't try on that
People,
one.
whenever people ask me where I'm from, I'm like, you're not gonna know what it is, but
No, no. You could have said that, and it could have been anywhere on the map. So I guess, and do you have a major?
I'm majoring in kinesiology.
Kinesiology. Okay, that's big time.
Hmm.
Um, so kind of take me. You said you were homeschooled for a while, and then you went to high school. How did you? Is First of all, is softball's primary sport or is cross country?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely softball.
Okay, I thought so. I know like
Hmm.
you and I think it's who Susan Duncan are both like
Yes, yeah.
hopped on the cross country team, like awesome
Yeah.
stuff. But how like how did you get involved in softball, and how did you get involved in cross country?
Yeah. So I was always my brothers always played baseball growing up, and then I always liked throwing with them and stuff like that. So I've been playing for I guess like almost over 10 years. So I've been playing softball for a while. But I did go to Berks, like for the main reason was for softball.
Okay,
I
cool.
knew some of the players on the team, and one of the local summer leagues that I play on, the our coaches are always kind of from that area. So I've
Yeah,
always kind of seen them around. Um, that's kind of basically it though. I've always kind of been playing softball from
got
a pretty young age.
it.
Um, yeah. Cross country though, um, I actually joined that on accident. So it's
Okay,
kind of been interesting. My freshman year, so coming into college, we had a club rush. So I went to that and I was just trying to sign up for clubs to get involved.
yeah,
And I joined what I thought was a running club just to stay in shape over like the fall kind of off season.
for sure.
And I got a call from my softball coach who we didn't really meet yet at the time. Like
Yeah.
we talked a little bit, but I didn't know her that well. And I got a call from her and she's like, "Hey, like just checking, are you gonna play for us like on softball? Are you switching? Are you gonna play for cross country?" And I was like, I had no idea that I signed up for the actual team. So I played. So we had our fall season, our softball season, and then I ran the rest of the cross country season, and then this year I kind of just I rejoined and I did both at the same time. So,
Nice.
but I
No,
never,
that's
I never, I never ran before. I never ran over a mile before I signed up for that. So
wow. That's
kind of jumped into the deep end there.
yeah. Seriously, that's I respect that. I respect you just like signing up and saying, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna be on the team.
Guess
Um,
so.
Also respect because cross country, like I'm with you. Running is it's no joke.
Yeah.
It's like the punishment for most sports, and then it's like here,
Hmm.
we'll just do it all the time. But that's
Yeah.
awesome. Um, what is I know you've only been doing cross country. What has been your favorite moment at Berks for each of those sports? I know I have an idea, softball, but
Yeah. So, definitely winning conference and then going to regionals with a team that I like such a close-knit team was something really special for me. I never realized like I don't think I realized that how good of a team like we could be and like how we could get to that. Like I never thought that as coming in as a freshman that we could get to that point. So that was really special softball wise. And then for cross country, I think making the all conference second team, even though it's like it's second team, I being not a runner and then coming in and like, oh, like I can actually do that. Like that's something that really surprised me. And I'm so thankful for my coaches like pushing me to become like actually be able to run. So I feel like I don't realize that I did that yet, but it's something that's really like I kind of like I'm surprised about it.
no, I mean, like your softball stats speak for themselves. Like
Hmm.
like obviously a good softball player, like a really good
Hmm.
softball player. You hit like three something last year, 370, yeah, which is tough because your whole team was like you guys had this small squad, but you were
Hmm.
all like everybody on that team was like dominating. Uh, yeah, it was fun to watch you guys. But then yeah, to go to cross country and then like get all conference in that sport before you get it in the in softball is like kind of like a crazy turn of events for you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. And like I said, that your softball, it was fun to watch you guys this year. You guys were a really, really good squad, and you could tell
Hmm.
that you were like this close knit. I
Hmm.
was supposed to go to the tournament, but unfortunately,
Hmm.
obviously, like all the rain, it was like a
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Like you guys had to work through that adversity,
Oh for sure. Yeah.
which is like tough to be like, oh, we have a game to lose, and then the next day you're like, wait, no, we have to win both games. Like we have to.
Yeah.
Um, so like, but you could tell there was some videos of you guys like celebrating, and like you could tell it's a close knit team out there.
Hmm.
So this is kind of the tie the two together question, and like,
Okay.
is there anything from just your 4-H experience or raising sheep or anything from that that has kind of transpired into your athletics or vice versa?
Hmm. I think maybe like the one aspect would be like time management because especially because I'm commuting from home, so I have to section out chunks of time for each like school, softball, sheep, like everything has to be kind of laid out so you have enough time to do it. So that I guess time management would be just kind of be the one. I'm trying to think of anything else. Um,
I mean, that's a like pretty stark one when
mhm,
you have the that 40-minute drive, and I know it's like, okay, it's 40 minutes, but that's like
mhm,
to class, and then are you staying there for like practice? Are you going home? Like
mhm.
I respect that. And that's kind of like, and I've done a couple of these, and when you have an interest off the field, I feel like time management is like becomes crucial.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I'm not saying I'm good at it, but I'm trying. I'm trying there.
Hey, the fact that you're like even thinking about it, if I was a sophomore, my sophomore year, I could have used a lot more time management. Like I was
Mhm.
not always managing my time the greatest, um, admittedly. No, that's good. And then kind of my final question is, I know you're just a sophomore, which is you've had
Mhm.
1 year under your belt, 1.5 years now, because you've done cross country twice now.
Mhm.
What does being a D3 athlete mean to you?
Yeah, I think it really does mean a lot to me, like getting to play on teams again that are so tightly knit, like both on and off the field, and then also having coaches who care about you and like care about pushing you to your full potential is something that like I'm really grateful for. And also just getting the opportunity to represent Penn State Berks through two different sports in itself, it's such a great honor. And I think kind of being able to do two sports, something like that you can do at a D3 level. Yeah.
No, I agree. And you don't see that at D1 because it's kind of like the program owns you kind of like, and so
Mhm.
it's nice that you get that like cross country. Like you're not a well, you are kind of a natural runner because you got second team all conference, but like that's not your primary sport. But I'm sure it
Mhm.
helps. You know,
Oh, for sure.
you
Yes,
have
yeah.
probably have stamina off the charts compared to most softball players. I'm not saying that they don't, but you guys
Hmm.
run 60 feet to first or whatever, and it's like
That's
that's
fair.
about you. That's your running for the day. No, that's I like that answer. To represent in two different sports is very cool. Um, yeah, so that's kind of all I have for this. I this will I'll probably with the holidays coming up, I'll probably wait till January to kind of get
Oh,
this
yeah.
out. But no, I really appreciate you taking the time, and it's cool to see someone excelling in two different sports and like pushing Berks to be like a premier athletic department in our conference. And like you guys got the win at the NCAA's. Like I know you didn't come
Hmm.
out of the region, but like even to just get one win, um, we only had two wins as a conference last year at NCAA's, and you guys made up half of them. So
Hmm.
so it's very cool, and I'm excited to see what you guys have this upcoming year. I could see a repeat coming if, there's a lot of
Hmm.
retention over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential. I'm really excited to see what it brings.
Oh, I do have a final question. This is like a not to do with this question,
Hmm.
but so I am putting together a like end of the year video kind of.
Hmm.
And I was wondering, it just happened to be that I was interviewing you, if
Hmm.
you or if you could reach out to any teammates, if you guys had any like video of you guys celebrating with a trophy, with the t-shirts, with the banner, or any just like, even if it's just like a 5-second snippet or 10-second snippet, um, because I would love to. I'm just trying to gather all the video and stuff, and I
Okay, sure.
wasn't there. But if you could reach out to your teammates, or if you have any, that would be like awesome. And I'll like if they want to be tagged in like a post or whatever, and like
Hmm.
credited with it. I'm very cool doing that, but I just want to gather some footage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out and I'll find some things for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Do you have any questions for me? I know this is like you probably know.
Um, Not really. No,
All right,
thank you. This is a really great opportunity, and I'm really glad we had this. Yeah, thank you.
sweet deal. And I'm going to ask if you can send me any pictures of you with your sheep.
Sure, of course.
I'm sure there's a few that you can conjure, and then
Mhm.
yeah, I'll let you know when we get this, and I'll show it to you before it goes out, and we can get that going. But thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it. Do you have any finals left?
I just have one tonight, and then I'll be done. It's online though, so I
Okay,
didn't have to
okay.
go in. It's snowing. It's sleeting here, so.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm up in Rochester, New York, and
Oh
it's
wow.
yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross up here. So yeah, I'm gonna lock it down. But have a great holiday season. Enjoy it. Take
Thank
some
you. Yeah.
rest. Take some time
Hmm.
off of like looking at books and stuff like that or whatever, and just like
Hmm.
relax for the fam. And
Yeah.
then pick it up because I'm excited for Burke softball this upcoming spring.
Yes, sir. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Yep. Take it easy, Naomi.
See ya.